A college student has been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder or the GAD. Generalized anxiety disorder is associated with which physical symptoms? A. Fatigue, insomnia, and irritability. B. Anorexia, hyperventilation, and muscle tension. C. Irritability, hyperventilation, and anorexia. Or letter D. Hyperventilation, bradycardia, and hypotension. So which one is associated with generalized anxiety disorder? Okay, very good po. It's your letter A. There will be a fatigue, insomnia, and irritability. So meron din po ba siyang muscle tension? Yes or no? May muscle tension din po ba dapat siya? Meron din. Yun nga lang, hindi po siya properly matched sa letter B. Meron din siyang muscle tension kapag meron kang anxiety disorder. Parang pagod lagi yung katawan mo, yan. Di ka makatulog, irritable ka, di ka mapakali, and may muscle tension ka. So, generalized anxiety disorder. Generalized anxiety disorder is excessive, uncontrollable worry occurring more days than not at least 6 months po. So, that is your generalized anxiety disorder. So, uncontrollable worry po yan. Pag sinabi kasi nating anxiety, that is the fear of unknown. Di mo alam kung saan ka natatakot, so, kung ano yung kinakaba mo, yan. That is your anxiety disorder. So, the cause of anxiety is unknown. Unknown po. It is the fear of unknown, kung tawagin natin. Unlike kay phobia, specific cause is known. But in anxiety, the cause is unknown. Nako po? Again, what is the fear of anxiety? It is the fear of unknown. Kailan siya tinatawag na generalized anxiety disorder? Kapag lagi siya nangyayari more than days up to 6 months. More than days up to 6 months. That is your GAD. Okay. NCLEX favorite, NLE favorite also. The age of onset of generalized anxiety disorder. Kailan daw po siya nag-start? Kailan daw po siya nag-o-occur? So the age of onset of GAD is during your early adulthood or adolescence. Again, early adulthood or adolescence po. That is the onset of your generalized anxiety disorder. So, average onset po ng anxiety disorder is 30 years old, but it can also begin in childhood, but common siya sa early adulthood period. And generalized anxiety disorder is more common in females than in your males. But the incidence is also noted in males po. Yeah. Is GAD hereditary? Yes. Generalized anxiety disorder is hereditary. It has a genetic component, especially if you have a first-degree relative having diagnosed with your GAD. Kung nanay mo, tatay mo, kapatid mo, or mga anak mo ay may GAD, so possible din na magkaroon ka ng GAD. If a first-degree relative has GAD, it will increase the risk of GAD also. Again, the cause of GAD is the combination of genetic and environmental stress. May 2025 board exam question pala yun. Is GAD hereditary? Yes. Nakasabay? Hereditary daw po ba ang GAD? Yes. Anong degree of relative? First degree relative po. So we have your father, mother, siblings, and children. Kapag meron po silang GAD, pwede ka rin magkaroon ng GAD. Next. What are the signs and symptoms of GAD? You worry a lot. You worry a lot. Okay, again, persistent worrying, uncontrollable worrying is a sign of GAD. 3 or more of this. Anxiety most of the days that can also affect your daily living na. Naapekto na po yung inyong functions. That is your GAD. Restlessness or feeling keyed up. Then, muscle tension, irritability, fatigue, concentration problems, and insomnia or sleep disturbances. So that is your signs and symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder. What are the physical symptoms of GAD? Headaches, GI upset, muscle aches, sweating, palpitations, dry mouth. Masakit ang ulo mo? Nagdadiarrhea ka? Masakit ang muscles mo or muscle tension? Meron kang cool perspiration, yan. Cool perspiration yan. Ang GI upset natin dito, diarrhea. Parang may butterfly sa stomach mo. Then, sweating, cool, clammy perspiration. Nagpapalpitate ka, tsaka may dry mouth ka. Diagnostic test. There is no laboratory test to diagnose your GAD. Diagnosis is made by clinical assessment using the DSM-5 criteria. 6 months of excessive worry is the diagnosis of your GAD. Yan. So, kailangan ma-rule out natin na wala siyang hyperthyroidism, hindi siya gumagamit ng mga droga, wala siyang mga tinitake na gamot. Kasi kapag may hyperthyroid ka, di ba, may palpitation sila, may hypertension sila, may nervousness po sila. So, kailangan ma-rule out natin na wala silang hyperthyroid, substance use, medication effect. Pa-check nila yung TSH level mo, CBC mo, tsaka CMP mo. So, yun yun. So, yun yun ha. So, wala pong laboratory test na ginagawa sa GAD. More on clinical assessment po tayo and using the DSM-5 criteria for GAD. So, kapag meron kang 6 months of excessive worrying, tapos may mga signs ka like muscle tension, diarrhea, dry mouth, palpitations, hypertensions, insomnia, fatigue. So that is your DSM-5 criteria for generalized anxiety disorder. Again, kapag kinakabahan ba tayo, nagda-dry mouth ba tayo or nagmo-moist mouth tayo? Nagda-dry mouth po tayo, di ba? Kapag kinakabahan po ba tayo, hindi ba tayo napapatay or napapatay tayo? Napapatae po tayo. Okay, we have your diarrhea or your anxiety. Yan. Okay, so in your anxiety disorder, in your GAD, we have your 3 stages po. The alarm stage, the resistance stage, and the exhaustion stage. Pag sinabi po nating alarm stage, that is your flight or flight response. Tinatanong po sa board exam ito. Ano daw yung mangyayari sa alarm stage ng ating GAD? Ang sagot natin, the release of your fight or flight hormone. Okay? I-release po ng katawan mo yung fight and flight hormone mo, which is your noradrenaline hormone. Tama? Yun yung norepinephrine or noradrenaline hormone natin. So pag na-release yung norepinephrine or noradrenaline natin, it will increase your heart rate, your blood pressure, and increase your cortisol level. So kahit inuman mo pa yan ng anti-hypertensive drug, hindi po siya bababa agad-agad. Okay? So that's your alarm stage of anxiety disorder. Nasa unang part ka pa lamang na anxiety mo pag ganun. Kunwari, bumilis ang tibok ng puso mo, tumaas ang blood pressure mo, tumaas ang cortisol mo. Yan, that's your fight or flight response of the body. Okay? Number 2, resistance stage. The body will attempt to adapt. Okay? Pero continued pa rin yung cortisol release ng katawan mo. Then exhaustion stage, body is depleted na, increased illness risk. Sisipunin ka na dyan, uubuin ka na dyan. So yun na, exhaustion stage na po yun. And depression or burnout will occur. Tandaan nyo ha, sa exhaustion stage po yan, makikita mo dito yung pagbagsak ng immune system ng taong may anxiety disorder. Okay? Meron na siyang ubo, may sipon na siya, nilalagnat po siya. That is exhaustion stage of anxiety disorder. How about sa resistance stage naman? Ito yung masakit na ngayong muscle mo pero tinutuloy mo pa rin yung ginagawa mong trabaho. Tawag doon, resistance stage. Yung antas na nga ng BP mo pero nasa labas ka pa rin. That's your resistance stage. Kagets nyo ba yun? Yun. Instead na nagpapahinga ka na lang pero nagtatrabaho ka pa rin, resistance stage po yun. Instead na ipahinga mo na lang kasi ang bilis ng tibok ng puso mo, yan, tinuloy mo pa rin yung ginagawa mo. Tawag doon, resistance stage. Common board sa board exam, alarm, tsaka resistance stage. Yung resistance stage, ang lumabas sa exam dyan is, masakit na daw yung kanyang back. Parang may low back pain na nga siya, pero tinuloy pa rin po niya yung kanyang ginagawa. That is under your resistance stage. Resistance stage po yun. Okay, next. Treatment for your GAD. The first line medication for GAD is antidepressant SSRI and SNRI. So give your sertraline and the escitalopram. Yan, escitalopram and your sertraline are the SSRIs medications natin. Selective serotonin reactive inhibitors. First line medication natin yan. Yung SNRI natin, venlafaxine po ito. Venlafaxine po ito. 4 to 6 weeks to work po ito. Buspirone. Yun nga lang yung ating buspirone. Yan. Non-benzodiazepine na po yun. Anxiolytic, non-benzodiazepine, anxiolytic. Kapag kasi benzodiazepines kasi, it can lead to addiction. So, ang pinaka-safe po na anxiolytic drug natin is mga non-benzodiazepine drug like your buspirone. Okay, first line therapy for your GAD, cognitive behavioral therapy po. Kapag may anxiety disorder yung pasyente natin, ang ginagamit natin dyan is cognitive behavioral therapy or the talk therapy. Talk therapy ang tawag natin dyan. So, ano ginagawa ng cognitive behavioral? From the word cognitive, it will identify your distorted thinking. Okay? It will identify your distorted thinking, replace irrational thoughts, and develop a coping skill. That's your CBT, kung tawagin natin, CBT. Number 5, all of the following are symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder except may irritability, may muscle tension, may fatigue, except moist mouth. Letter D, moist mouth. Charles Darwin studied the relationship between the adrenal medulla and emotions. Which chemical produced in the adrenal medulla causes the fight or flight response? Sagot natin dyan, it's the epinephrine. Saan po siya nangyayari? Saan po nangyayari to? Sa alarm stage of your GAD. Sa alarm stage po ba yung fight or flight response natin? Yes. During the alarm stage, that is the stimulation of the fight and flight response of the body. Common board din kasi yun. Lumabas lamang yon last November board exam. Number 7. At what age does the onset of generalized anxiety disorder occur? A. Occurs first early in life. B. Occurs first late in life. C. Adolescence. Or D. Early adulthood. Anong mas the best ay sagot natin dyan? Ang sagot natin dyan, early adulthood po. Letter D. Early adulthood. Okay, Jimmy developed his goal for hospitalization. To get a handle on my nervousness, the nurse is going to collaborate with him to reach his goal. Jimmy was admitted to the hospital because he called his therapist that he planned to asphyxiate himself with exhaust from his car but frightened instead. He realized that he needed help. Tanong, the nurse recognized that Jimmy had conceptualized his problem and the next priority goal in the care plan is what? Okay, binigyan na kayo ng keyword sa ating question mismo. Sabi sa question natin, nurses, Jimmy had conceptualized his problem. And the next priority goal in the care plan is A. Help the client find meaning in his experience. B. Help the client to plan alternatives. C. Help the client cope with present problem. Or letter D. Help the client to communicate. So what is the correct answer here, nurses? Ano sagot natin? Na-conceptualize na po yung problem niya. Na-conceptualize na po niya yung problem niya. So, ang tamang gagawin na natin dito as a nurse is to help the client to cope with the present problem. Letter C. Na-conceptualize naman na yung problema niya eh. So, ano gagawin natin? Help him to cope with his problem na po. Letter C ang tamang sagot. Ayun yung keyword do. Jimmy had conceptualized his problem. Okay? Ibig sabihin niyan, alam na ni Jimmy yung kanyang problem. Yan. So, letter C ang tamang sagot. Number 9. Tingnan natin kung tama tayo. Letter C ang tamang sagot. Crisis intervention is an active but temporary entry into the life situation of an individual, a family, or a group during a period of stress. It includes assessment, planning of therapeutic intervention, implementation of therapeutic intervention, and evaluation. Since the client has already conceptualized his own problem, there is no need for assessment anymore. So helping him to cope with the present problem is already planning of therapeutic intervention. So that is the rationale. So letter C is the correct answer po. Yung letter A, There is no need helping the client find meaning in his experience because as stated, he is already aware of his own problem. Conceptualized na kasi niya. So aware na siya doon. Letter B. Planning of alternative is wrong because the client hasn't coped with this problem yet. He hasn't developed any coping strategies yet. Yan. Option D. There is no need to let the client verbalize and or communicate because he has already verbalized that he needs to handle his nervousness. So, kumbaga, redundant kapag letter D ang sinagot mo. Kasi nasa situation na niya, sinabi na niya doon na I need to get handle this nervousness. Sabi niya yon. So, ni-verbalize na po niya. Verbalize na po niya na gusto po niya i-handle yung nervousness niya. So, that is letter C. Okay? So, letter C, number 8 natin. Actual board question, letter C. Help the client cope with present problem. Number 9. The nurse is guided that Jimmy is aware of his concerns of the here and now when he crossed out which item from his list of what to know. Ano daw yung magpapatunay na aware po siya sa here and now ng kanyang problem? Kapag cross out daw niya yung alin sa nasa list of what to know niya. Anong sagot natin dyan? A. Anxiety-laden unconscious conflicts. B. Subjective idea of the range of mild to severe anxiety. Letter C. Early signs of anxiety. Or letter D. Physiologic. Ano to? Hindi ko mabasa. Physiologic indices of anxiety. So, anong sagot natin dito? Anong sagot natin? Here and now. Anxiety-laden unconscious conflicts. Subjective idea of the range of mild to moderate severe anxiety, early signs of anxiety, or physiologic indices of anxiety. Alin daw dyan yung kanyang i-cross out sa list of what to know niya? Sa here and now ha, sa here and now. Ang sagot natin dyan ay letter C. Early signs of anxiety. So, kailangan i-cross out na po niya dyan yung early signs of anxiety. Okay, kasi that is your here and now po ang ating pinag-uusapan dito. Pag here and now, that is under Gestalt therapy kasi yan. So, letter C ang tama sagot. Crisis interventions deals with the here and now or the Gestalt therapy. It emphasizes identifying the person's feelings and thoughts in the here and now. Therapists often use Gestalt therapy to increase the client's self-awareness, focusing on the present. Early signs of anxiety don't deal with the here and now because the client is already manifesting signs of anxiety. So yun. So since meron siyang anxiety, nakaka-experience na po siya dyan, so that is to be crossed out na. Yan. So ano pa yung kanyang ano pa yung dapat niyang malaman dyan? Dapat niyang malaman ano ba yung mga unconscious conflict na pwedeng nagkukos ng anxiety sa kanya. Ano ba yung mga subjective idea or iniisip niya na na nagkukos ng attack ng anxiety niya. So yun. So yun yung ating iisipin dyan kapag here and now po. Ano yung mga iniisip ni patient na nagpre-precipitate ng anxiety niya? Okay, so yun. Sure, letter C is not part of your here and now assessment. Okay, here and now assessment, not part is the early signs of anxiety. Number 10. While Jimmy was discussing the signs and symptoms of anxiety with his nurse, he recognized that complete disruption of the ability to perceive occurs in what? Panic state of anxiety, severe anxiety, moderate anxiety, or mild anxiety. Kapag meron ng complete disruption of the ability to perceive, ang sagot natin dyan is panic state of anxiety. Huwag niyo kakalimutan yan. Panic state na yan kasi complete disruption na po eh. Pag may complete disruption na, the ability to perceive, panic na po yun. Di ka na makapag-isip ng maayos. Okay, so in the panic level of anxiety, a person experiences complete disruption of the ability to perceive, loss of contact with reality, inability to communicate or function effectively, possible hallucinations or delusions, and extreme dread or terror. Or, ito yung sinasabi natin na merong feeling of impending doom. Ay, feeling of impending doom na po sila. Feeling nila is katapusan na po ng mundo, yan. So, that is your panic state of anxiety. So, ano yung mga signs and symptoms po ng panic anxiety? Meron po silang chest pain. Meron silang DOB. Meron silang choking. Choking. Chest pain, DOB, choking. Ano pa? Impending doom feeling. Impending doom feeling. Yan. So, pag meron ka nakitang chest pain, DOB, choking, impending doom feeling, and tawag ba dito? Unable to communicate na, that is your panic state na. Kinakausap mo pero hindi na siya nakakasagot, that is your panic state na po yun. Okay? So, that is your signs of panic type of anxiety. Sa mild anxiety, that is the best form of anxiety for students like you taking the board exam. Kasi, sa ating mild anxiety, heightened pa yung awareness ninyo. Maganda pa yung awareness ninyo, napaka-aware pa kayo sa mga except tsaka sa not, ganun. Kita mo pa yung mga except, not, all but one, ganun. Napansin mo pa na mali yung naisagot ko, ganun. Kinorek mo pa ako, sir, yung letter D, letter C namin, ganun, okay? So, mild anxiety yun kasi medyo matanglawin ka pa. Pero pag moderate anxiety na lang, narrowed na yung perceptual field mo. Pag severe anxiety, ito na yung may mga irritability, pacing, maganyan. Pag nagpe-pace ka na, tas feeling mo overloaded ka na, severe anxiety po yun. Again, feeling of overloaded is severe anxiety. Yung feeling mo sasabog ka na. Feeling of overloaded. Feeling of overloaded, ano pa? Pacing. Tapos, moaning. Moaning ka na, nagsasalita ka pero ano na, nagmamumble or rumbling words ka na. Rumbling words. That is your severe anxiety. Okay, severe anxiety na. So again, that is your severe anxiety. Pag panic anxiety, ayun na, chest pain, DOB, choking, parang lalabas na yung puso mo sa lakas ng tibok niya. So that's your panic state. And natulala ka. Yan, katulad niya ni Alden Richards. Natulala na siya. Jimmy initiates independence and takes an active part in his self-care with the following. Except, alin dito yung hindi nagpapakita ng independence? Alin dyan yung hindi nagpapakita ng independence? A. Agreeing to contact the staff when he's anxious. B. Becoming aware of the conscious feeling. C. Assessing the need for medication and medicating himself. D. Writing out a list of behaviors that he identifies as anxious. So, syempre, alin dyan yung wala po siyang initiative na independent na po siya. Yung letter D natin, independent po siya dyan. Siya mismo yung naglilista ng mga napapansin niyang behaviors niya. So, that is your positive, di ba? Positive po ito. May initiative po siya, may independence po siya. Letter C, may independence din po siya. Na-assess niya kung kailangan na ba niyang inumin yung gamot niya or hindi pa. Letter B, becoming aware of the conscious feeling, may independence din po dito. Ano ang walang independence? Yung letter A. It agrees to contact the staff when he is anxious. Letter A. Kasi may dependence po sa letter A. So letter A is showing dependence, not independence. Okay, so that's your number 11. Number 12. Ayan. Letter A is showing being dependent. Yung BCD, it implies independence. Number 12. The nurse notes effectiveness of intervention in using subjective and objective data in the O, saan mo ninonote yung effectiveness ng intervention mo as a nurse? Sa initial plans of orders ba? Sa database ba? Sa problem list ba? Or sa progress notes? Saan tayo nag-note? E di syempre, we are noting that in the progress notes. Letter D. Basic question. Saan tayo mag-document ng effectiveness of our nursing intervention? E di sa progress notes, letter D ang tamang sagot. Yan, D. We are noting the progress of your patient in the progress notes. Number 12. A progress note is a chart entry made by all health professional involved in the client's care. It is in the progress notes that the nurses notes the effectiveness of interventions. So yun po yun. Number 13. When teaching a 10-year-old male patient with episodes of anxiety, which instruction is most appropriate for his cognitive level? A. Ask the patient if he has done breathing exercise before. O may anxiety siya, hindi na siya makakasagot sa iyo, tama? Hindi siya makakasagot sa iyo kapag may anxiety, do not ask question. In a patient with anxiety, do not ask question. Yan. B. Use simple, concrete instructions. C. Teach using technical jargon. Lalong mali ito. Hindi niya maintindihan yung mga jargon words mo. Negative? Negative. Explain anxiety using abstract concept. Lalong hindi niya maintindihan yan. 10 years old pa lamang po yan. So, ang tamang sagot natin dyan, use simple, concrete instructions. Letter B. Letter B. Number 14. In which stage of the general adaptation syndrome is the sympathetic nervous system response initiated? Ang sagot natin, alarm stage. Alarm stage. So, binaliktad po yan last November board exam. Ang tanong po dyan is, ano daw yung mangyayari sa alarm stage po ng general adaptation syndrome? Ang sagot naman doon ay sympathetic nervous system stimulation. Sympathetic nervous system stimulation. Yun naman yung lumabas sa board exam.